Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma. Our heroes today are going to be Mr. BlackAce, playing as the Ostir, or the Wehrmacht faction in the blue. And his opponent is going to be Mr. SturmTigerSage6, playing as the British forces in the red, the UKF. So yay, more games. So it came to my attention that this means BlackAce, because I think the last time, obviously a while ago now, that I casted a game from this player, I just called him 3 or something like that. I don't know, because I couldn't exactly see what that meant. But looking at it now and seeing it pointed out to me, yes, what that means is BlackAce, because that's like the lines. The 3 is the rounds of the B. Then you have the L, and then you have the A right there. And then you have, I guess this would be a C, and then this is the K. And this makes another A, C, and then the E there with the things. So, BlackAce. See, there you go, it makes sense. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how good of a game this is, but, I mean, both players are, you know, high up there, so at least they know what they're doing. We see Sage6 going for an infantry section, and then following it up with the Vickers. And then he is following it up with the Universal Carrier. Now, the Universal Carrier, I saw that on the last patch, the fuel cost got removed from it. So I'm assuming, though, that Universal Carrier is now more universal in the sense that it's pretty standard to be used because it doesn't cost any fuel, doesn't delay your tech. I don't know, though. I mean, it might still be not worth it or bad, I don't know, but I'm assuming pretty much you're going to see it all the times. Now, I do see here that Sage has selected essentially one of the new doctrines, and that is the Advanced Emplacement Regiment. And unless I'm mistaken, this is one of the new doctrines that just got released, right? However, from what I'm gathering and seeing over there on the forums, this essentially makes, I guess it's not really the return, because we never saw it as heavily here as it was in CoH2, but basically SimCity. Like, this is conductive to just making placements and trench in, right? Because, I mean, infantry sections now have the ability to construct and repair. Emplacement will now have access to improved fortifications upgrade. Advanced assembly. Royal engineers to repair. Counter batteries. So yeah, it looks like it's SimCity. You just set up a lot of arty and such and heavily defend this territory. Which, I mean, yeah, I mean, it used to be difficult and hard to break back in Vico or Company Heroes 1. Usually you needed Stukas and a lot of fire. And you'd be able to break the blockade. So I'd be interested to see how it works here. I mean, I see some players even calling it the cancer right now because it's, I'm guessing, prevalent. So we'll see how it works out. I mean, obviously we haven't seen it because we haven't cast it, so there we go. Infantry section over on the left-hand side, trying to cap along, gets itself assaulted here by Pyos and Grens. Pyos getting up in their ass, forcing them to retreat, and away they go. Now the Universal Carrier has been brought onto the field, not to fight, not to inflict damage upon the enemies of the Crown, but it was being utilized more to clear the territory. We saw here Sage just moving around, crushing all those fences, opening up the territory, which I'm assuming is because he's going to be building, and he couldn't do so if he had things going. Hell, he's even clearing some debris. Does that cost anything? No, it's just destroy cover. So yeah, he's even setting down explosive charges with his engineers to be able to do that. So the Universal Carrier over here on the right-hand side getting upgraded with the Vickers K-mounted variant, so getting the MG on top of it. Fighting some Grens down south, however, the Grens do manage to throw a Faust at it, getting it heavily damaged, and with the second Grenadier squad coming up behind it, it is going to be destroyed here. There is no way that it makes it out of there alive. Hell, no second Faust is even required. The simple small arms fired from the Gren squad manages to destroy it, and even provides them a nice little bit of heavy cover there for them to be able to capture the point. So you know, I guess it's not that common still. Anyways, so we see the Bofors getting laid down here for CoH2 very aggressively right outside of the territory for BlackAce. So Sage not even wanting to capture the point before he starts laying down the emplacements. Obviously, he lays it down in a location where it is blocked or shot blocked, you know, in some degree by these hedges, which can still be shot through. You can still put like an AT gun, a pack gun, and attack ground, and it will shoot through hedges. So, you know, makes it just a little bit more difficult to target, but not too much. Nice little angling there by CoH2, making sure that the gun is facing in the ideal scenario. We also see, oh, okay, so, I see what he's doing. So basically, he's building it and then destroying the cover so that it opens up the ground and makes it a lot more difficult for things to assault it and move around it. Very wise, very ingenious there by Sage. I'm sure a lot of players do that and such, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So we see the artillery barrage going down there by CoH2 into the house. The MG inside in danger of getting destroyed here as the house takes a lot of damage. A little bit too much damage, I would say. I mean, look at that. It just collapses the house entirely, where the house itself didn't look like it had any damage done to it. Usually, like, for example, a mortar at least breaks holes into it, and you see the roof, you know, getting blasted apart, some walls coming off, and then it collapses it. Theirs just landed, like, around it. The house looked intact, but the health was just going down, which is kind of weird. Kind of hope that they maybe fix that a little bit. So BlackAce, for his part, basically went for 3 Grens, getting an extra Pio and an MG on the field, currently back at the base. Gets himself a med bunker, making sure his troops are nice and spiffy. Going for tier 2 and getting a 222 now out on the field. Now the 222 really can't do much currently on the field in the center because of that Bofors. The Bofors will tear it apart unless I'm mistaken. Ooh, nasty shot there by that Gren squad as it moved in a, well, it wasn't the squad, it was just that one guy. Yeah, look at those shots. Holy shit, that 222. Oh, 222 goes down. Not sure why it even bothered getting into sight range from that Bofors. The Bofors is just a beast. The forward assembly is enabling this emplacement to access their garrison bonus without a squad garrisoned. Garrison bonus. The Bofors can do an indirect supervised fire barrage. Ah, so that's what it does. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I hadn't put 2 and 2 together yet. So yeah, so to be able to use that barrage, you need to have somebody inside, but that forward thing lets it do it without having somebody in there. Okay, so no wonder it's such a strong, doctrine selection going on right now. There goes the shots. Small explosions all over the place. Not too impressive, but seemingly very powerful and damaging. You know. Doing far more than what their the graphic animation would do, so I would personally like those to be upgraded a little bit more to kind of reflect the actual power of it, at least. So Pio's moving around up in the north for BlackAce, trying to lay down some teller mines, deciding to cancel that and trying to catch the retreating infantry section. Doesn't manage to do so, but at the same time, BlackAce doing it to distract from the fact that he's trying to lay down a teller mine and maybe trying to see if Sage didn't notice that it happened. We see CoH2 laying down some M6 mines with his Royal Engineers. Also see more clearing off of debris and territory and terrain. So advanced assembly should now work. The assembly will dispatch Royal Engineers to repair. Will repair all damaged vehicles and buildings in the area. So is it just an AoE or does it actually dispatch Royal Engineers?
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Anyways, over here on the left-hand side we see Grens with their LMGs engaging infantry sections. We also hear some shots landing nearby as the Bofors was trying to provide some support. We also see or hear, or well, we see it because it's right there, but a mortar emplacement, pretty standard, going down as well. So the mortar emplacement with the forward assembly allows it to use.
Supply line's been cut.
Oh, they just fire faster. Okay, so
An emplacement is being
they're currently firing up into the north. Ooh, boom. As much hate as SimCity gets as far as for the Brits and tactics go, it's kind of nice to see it again. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming it's going to get addressed in some way or another at some point, but... So anyways, Grand's managed to throw a rifle grenade right on top of that infantry section. Down to one man, forcing it to retreat very quickly. We have Pios getting themselves shot up right in front of a bull force. Managing to make it out of there. Wow, being quite a beast there. Pack gun there for a BlackAce does get brought up onto the field. We see the, what is it called? Improved fortification going down. Will have increased health and be immune to small arms fire. Ooh, nice. So manages to pop that right on time, but I think it's still going to go down. Pack gun is trying to get some shots off behind it. We do see the infantry section being utilized to repair. No, not enough there for Sage6. Gets his bull force destroyed and cleared out of the field. The mortars do manage to clear the pack gun. A little bit too late though, but still works. And we of course also see the forward assembly going down. This one, obviously, it's been there before. It's not anything to do with the doctrine, but essentially it provides you a retreat point and a reinforced point, as well as weapon racks. So if you research any of the weapon racks that you can pick up, you can actually like pick them up here rather than having to go all the way back to base. Does it have anything because of the things?
An emplacement has been destroyed.
So does that mean that it... I think that's what it means, right? Because this is that, and this is from this right here. Okay. So what I'm assuming, though, is that it's something that you purchase, and it basically attaches a squad of engineers to it that's going to repair it and repair everything around it. That's what I'm understanding it means, right? Oh, well. We'll figure it out eventually. Like I said on the last video, and I'll repeat it on this one, I've been gone for more than a month. More than a month, almost 2 months. About a month and a half. And it's going to take me a while to catch back up to see what's going on. So BlackAce is basically attacking up now at this point. He's going to be going for tier 3. Pack gun did get recovered. Even though it got cleared, it's still there on the field. And Sage6 going to be building himself yet another bull force. This one is set up a little bit further back. Not going to be risking, going in the same location and being in sight range of anything. So this thing needs to get upgraded again, so it requires 75 munitions for the improved fortifications. Okay, so yeah, that is a cool upgrade. Obviously makes it a lot tougher, and small arms fire doesn't do anything to it, so it basically forces you to use explosives in all shapes and sizes, right? Artillery barrage going off into the northern side, managing to clear out that MG42. We see a Pio squad running forward, and my phone ringing or making noises as they as I get messages. And then we also have the Vickers machine gun inside the church, managing to catch those Pios out in the open, get them suppressed, and actually forcing them to retreat, not allowing them to stay on the inside. Southern side, we see BlackAce moving around with his troops. The victory points, 477 to 257. Sage6 on the losing end of that, currently double capped. Does have a strong grasp on the center point right now because of that bull force that has gone down once again. The oh, he didn't. So what is he doing actually? Not sure. But anyways, so up in the north we have some more Royal Engineers. Sage6 doesn't seem to be doing much though. He is building the company command post now. So I guess he's going to be going for vehicles. Or just wanting access to the weapons, the guns. So the bull force being utilized to clear as much as it can. BlackAce being forced to back off a little bit, but he does have a Panzer IV now on the field. There is one AT gun on the field for Sage6, so he can fend it off. However, I mean, not sure where it is currently. Let's take a look. Ah, there it is, right in the center. Okay, so yeah, it's readily available there to defend the Bofors, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be much of an issue with the Panzer IV. LMGs equipped on the Grens, fighting against the infantry sections. We have a rifle squad, sorry, not a rifle squad, a grenadier squad over here. I assumed it was going to throw a rifle grenade across the hedge, but it's just putting itself in a line of sight to just shoot. As we see the mortars just opening up on as much as it can. It did get the improved fortification, so it's immune to small arms fire now. Does it look differently? I don't see it looking that much differently. But it is able to provide a very decent amount of cover fire. So the Panzer IV and the pack gun move up, seemingly wanting to get some shots going on the Bofors. However, the 6-pounder gun... Is it 6 or is it 4? Yeah, it's 6-pounder. Yeah, there you go. Getting some good shots on the Panzer IV. I mean, obviously, it's a great anti-tank weapon. If not the best in the game. I mean, is it the best in the game? I think it is, right? Or is there one better than that one? But yeah, doing a lot of damage to the Panzer IV. Panzer IV taking quite a bit of punishment. The Bofors currently getting repaired there by the forward assembly, as it I mean, that's what it said it would do. Now the thing there, and I'm assuming that's probably going to be changed, because this is at least, I mean, that's how medics works, and that's what makes them kind of balanced, right? I think these guys are not going to be able to be repairing buildings under fire as it's attacking or getting attacked. Because that's how medics work in the game, right? You can get healed up, but if you're in combat, if you're firing or taking fire, you're not gonna get healed up for a while, so they're gonna stop. And yeah, I mean, if they want to make this a little bit less strong and like that, they shouldn't be repairing during combat. Like, as soon as the combat ends and he's able to push him back, then it should go in and start doing that, but not basically giving the building essentially more health, because, you know, it's gaining health as it's taking damage, you know? That's where you take the risk with your actual squads. You expose them to getting one shot, because, you know, that's what most of the times happen with unvetted engineer type of units. Usually, though, they do get does it say anything? Well, it doesn't say it here. So maybe these guys don't, but I mean, like combat engineers and such, they do have a specific veterancy bonus at 3, where it says that they're not vulnerable while repairing anymore. So they're able to do it under combat, and obviously they can still get hit and killed, but not, you know, not as easy as a brand new repair squad, essentially. So anyways, down south, we do see Sage6 using his Vickers machine gun to be able to hold the southern point, managing to stop the bleed at 221. Currently on the right side of a triple cap, so he is starting to bleed the points for BlackAce. BlackAce does get a flak panzer on the field, the Ostwind. So he's going to be moving it down south, trying to clear out that Vickers. We also have a Royal Engineer squad nearby that's going to get shot up by it. And we do see the Bofors finally getting its improved fortifications upgrade going on it. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to take down. Rifle grenade flying, getting a good hit going there on that infantry section, but manages to get the retreat. The Vickers machine gun up there also going to be having to retreat as BlackAce pushes with his Panzer IV and breaks the line. Also went down south, did force the retreat. No, actually just repositioned itself. But it has opened the flank here as the Vickers is no longer there. The Grants are going to go for the point, and the infantry, the Royal Engineers, sorry, currently retreating. Center map, we do have a Cromwell on the field for Sage6. Seems to have been fighting up in the north, it looks like, against the Panzer IV. Panzer IV taking some damage, but had the support of the pack gun. And we see the Panzer IV up here in the north taking some damage here, as it looks like it might have gotten hit by the actual mortar squad. Holy shit, the mortar squad has gotten veterancy 3. Creeping smoke barrage unlocked. Reduces the time between the barrages. And Better prepare the emplacement into a stronger defensive position. So I'm going to assume that just means the structure itself gets more health. Or does that mean it gets armor? What does it mean? Let me know if you know, but I'm assuming it's something like that. The Cromwell, going to be pushing over to the southern side. There is the Oswin nearby that could provide support, but the Grand Squad is forced to retreat. This squad is currently the tank commander. We do have the counter battery. Available 25-pounder counters will now have access to the counter battery when active. Will fire an off-map artillery barrage at all visible enemy artillery units. Huh, interesting. So, do you have to pop it? How does it work? More barrage. Counter battery. Team will automatically barrage enemy artillery weapons that fire within range. Ah, so does this work with these guys? They do. Nice. So you can set all these. So that one's set, but this one isn't. Like, there's one still left there. So that's also kind of nice because a lot of the times you would see those guns never really come into play for Brit players like before. You know, because they get the buildings to get the Cromwells or like the what's the other guy called that used to see a lot of play? The Centaur? Yeah, Centaur. There you go. You'd see the buildings come up and such, but the weapons on them wouldn't really ever see much play, if any. And being able to just leave them there as anti-battery, essentially. I don't know how to call it, but infantry section down here exposing itself severely. Oh, it's gonna get killed. Oof. Well, no, manages to get out of there, but it does lose 3 of its members as it tries to go for the main gun destroyed on the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV down to very low amounts of health. The AT gun right there, yeah, 6-pounder gun gonna tear it apart. Down goes the Panzer IV for BlackAce as he tries to engage down south. We do have, of course, the Vickers machine gun inside the trench, managing to push back the Panzer Grenadiers. And interesting. So BlackAce throws the towel in, but at this point, was it necessary? I mean, 49-59 to me. He did lose the Panzer IV. That hurts. Does have a lot of fuel though. Victory points 2-1. He's still in the lead, even though he's slowly losing it. But maybe he just felt he couldn't break that. Nothing severe came out. I don't know why he dropped. Well, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.